What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am doing a chit chat get ready with me. You guys can see by the timestamps that it is long. It is a very long video. This is, I believe, one of the longest videos that I have on my channel, but I just had a lot of things that I wanted to talk about. Definitely do comment down below what you feel about these topics. I really do want to hear your versions, because I am always listening to other people and getting more informed. I really do like to do that. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Definitely look down below if you're interested in anything that I have on my face. I will come up above. It's really bad lighting. It's foggy outside, but yeah, it's a pretty green with a brown crease and a nude liner, kind of nudish lip for me. But yeah, definitely let me know how you guys like this video. I would appreciate it, and yeah, let's get to it. Alright, so like I said in the intro, today is going to be my first get ready with me kind of chit chat video. There's been a lot that has gone on in the makeup industry, at least specifically since I've been on this channel, and I just kind of want to say my 2 cents about it in a video that's super casual. I'm going to be trying out different products that are new. Some are new, some are Project Pan. I probably won't even tell you guys what I'm putting on my face. I'll just have it going across the screen. And yeah, let's just get into it. So, where to begin? I was not gonna make a video like this. I felt like so many people had already kind of beat a dead horse talking about these subjects, and I just felt like because my space is so small, there's no need for me to even say my 2 cents about it. Like, there was no need. But thinking about it, I was like, I always love to see what other people's opinion is. I love to get kind of all the opinions, all the facts, and then go from there. And so that's kind of what I've been doing with a lot of these topics. I have been slowly but surely just like accumulating my opinion about them, and then expressing them afterwards. So I think I want to first start talking about some things that affect me directly, and it's all about affiliate codes. So since I have been in the beauty industry, which has been about 2-ish years, I have been blogging, or vlogging, I guess is the version when you go on video or whatever. I have been doing that for about a combination of 2 years. I started my blog about 2 years ago, and I still continue. Oh, why do I do that? I still continue to do that on occasion, but mainly now I am here on YouTube and Instagram and stuff like that. So by doing that stuff, as long as I have a Twitter and stuff like that, I have been able to get reached out by brands that notice me one way or another, would like to offer me an affiliate code for their brand and such and such. And I do want to say, as of right now, I have 2 codes. I don't even think I've publicized either of those codes on this channel. And so both brands that reached out to me, I had never heard of before. I had never tested out before. And I know some beauty bloggers don't, oh, what is that? I know some beauty bloggers, or whatever, I know some influencers don't accept codes from brands that they've never tested out before, etc., etc., etc. And I feel the same way, but I have a different perspective. In my opinion, I don't mind having a code with you and representing and using your product if I like your product. If I don't like your product, you know, I mean, in general, if I don't like anything, or if I don't like the ethos of the brand, etc., 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 then I'm not going to support that brand or their products. And the first brand that reached out to me like that was Shop Lamus. They're a stupid small indie brand, and they're all about skincare. So when she reached out to me offering me a code, I was like, well, I've never tried your products out, sis, so I don't feel comfortable representing your brand until I try out all your products. And this was before she'd even launched. So I have been an affiliate with her since she launched. So what I decided is, I told her, you know, if you want me to be an affiliate and like represent your brand, then I need to try out all of your products. So I tested out everything from her brand thoroughly. There were products I hated, there were products I loved, and you know, I felt comfortable giving a completely fair review and an honest review, but also supporting her brand and her products because I loved so many of her products. I have done a video on her. I believe that's like my third video on my channel, and I will link it up above. And I have not felt any type of way about that affiliate code. I will say her code, the way that program worked is that you didn't get money, you got like free products, which I loved. I love that I didn't feel the force to like, this is how I'm gonna get some side money, let me push. And I was never that person that pushed. I would retweet any post that she had for like new products, stuff like that. And I would talk about the products that I had finished and grown to love even more than originally, in like my tweets and stuff like that. But I never felt like I need to push these codes to make money, and I really did like that. Now, so yeah, I mean, I have no problem with that brand. I love that brand. And actually, I don't believe they're still in service as much as well, they're still in service. Like, their website still works and everything, but I think she's still taking a break. Kind of talking to her, she was getting ready for some new steps in her life, and I think she is taking those steps slowly, and she still has some stuff for sale on her website, but a majority of the stuff are not for sale. So the next brand that reached out to me was Mikasa. I believe that's how you say the brand. I honestly don't know. Once again, I had never heard of the brand. And they reached out to me, and I felt, you know, and same with Shop Lamus, I felt so special. I was like, what do they see in me that they want me to represent their products? And with Mikasa, they saw me on my Instagram, which I don't have very many followers, so I'm really surprised that they chose me of all people to try and represent their brand when they had like tons of thousands of followers. So I'm like, why do y'all want me to represent your brand? But once again, like I did with Shop Lamus, I was like, I don't feel comfortable representing your brand, supporting your brand, all that jazz, if I don't have knowledge of the products. So once again, I purchased a bunch of products from them, and I tested them out. So they're a brush company, and I'm still testing out one or two products. But from the initial launch, I loved almost everything. And I felt personally in my conscious and in my being that it was okay to accept a code from them. Now, I will say that code is more affiliated in the way that I do get money back if people use that code. And I felt like it was okay at this point because I had already been putting in a lot of money between all of my social medias, all the makeup that I had been testing out, reviewing for people, stuff like that. I felt it was okay to accept in a code that I do get money back because I know that that money will just be going towards makeup in the long run. Because honestly, at this point in my life, if it's not bills, my money goes to makeup. So I felt comfortable doing that. Um, and you know, I'm still, like I said, I'm still testing out brushes from them. I just did a favorites video with a lot of their brushes in it that I have in my collection. I just tested out this is their brush. This is their F310, and it's a really nice brush, a really nice foundation brush. But I like to test them out multiple times, foundation brushes, because I don't wash my brushes a lot. And if the foundation brush can't, if it can't work as well as it did originally, you know, it's not for me. But where did I get started off? So you know, I was feeling really good about that brand and how they felt about me, and I'm thinking, okay, you're making it slowly but surely. You know, you might not have the numbers, but brands see you. And I mean, not to say that I am doing this for brand recognition or to become one of the huge beauty bloggers. To be quite honest, if I made 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, I would be completely happy. I would not need one more person. And honestly, I don't, that's like my goal, but I'm happy where I'm at. I have a really small community of people who almost consistently watch me. Almost all my videos get, I mean, it may be small to people, but almost all my videos get about 20 views. And to me, that's okay with me, you know. I don't expect to, oh crud, I don't expect to like magically become the biggest beauty blogger within a few days, or even to become the biggest beauty blogger at all. This isn't my end goal. Like, my end goal is not to become a professional YouTuber, which I have no problem with that, but I'm just enjoying sharing with you guys products that I can't help myself from purchasing and telling you guys if you guys should purchase them. I got sidetracked. What? So yeah, back to Mikasa Beauty. So, you know, I was feeling very comfortable with that brand. I was going to do an overall brand video because I believe at this point all of their brushes. So I was going to talk about their brushes, tell you guys, you know, how I feel about the brand, you know, tell you guys my code, because I have not done that on this channel at all. I had it on my Instagram at one point, but I have now taken it down. And I took it down for the sheer fact that I felt that I did not have the connection to the brand that I wanted. I really appreciate that they took the time to notice me to an extent, but overall, they didn't. And let me tell you how I know that. So when they approached me, they sent me this long, stupid long email talking about how they would like me to join their organization, or they would like me to be affiliated with the organization. They wanted to give me code, all this. And you know, I read it. Like I said, I submitted back. You know, that's fine with me, but I would like to test out your product. They gave all that jazz, all of it. And you know, I still thought it was special, and I still thought it was unique because I was still getting emails back from them as I continued to test out their brand and all that. And then yesterday rolls around and I get that same long message from them, and I'm thinking, I'm already affiliated with y'all. why are you sending me an email saying you want me to be affiliated with you? You know? So I just felt like they did not, I was not, I didn't stand out to them enough. I was not unique enough to them for them to really know that I was already affiliated with them. I was already working with them. And so I don't know, that gave me a really funny feeling, and I did not like that feeling, you know? And so I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna step away from the brand, and just kind of see, like, I don't know, guys. I don't feel as though, it's interesting. I don't feel as though I should represent a brand that doesn't even remember that I'm working with them. You know what I mean? Like, I have been listening to a couple YouTubers talk about affiliations, and one of the YouTubers that I think her outlook on them is something that I should kind of not switch mine to, but I should kind of keep in mind is, of course, one of my favorite YouTubers, Angelica Nyquist. And she talked about how basically she doesn't accept an affiliate code from brands if she had not loved their products for years. And you know, that's kind of hard for me personally because I have not been as into this industry for years. And I think that's a personal decision, and I think it's a beautiful decision that she made to wait years to accept certain invitations. And especially like with indie brands, you pretty much have to wait a couple years because a lot of indie brands, especially when they blow up, it's a lot, you know, I'm just talking in circles at this point. But anyways, let me wrap this up because there's a couple huge topics that I need to talk about. Yeah, long story short, I am gonna step back from that brand. You, if you, I don't feel comfortable with people using my affiliate code. Like I said, I do love a lot of their products and I will continue to still use them, but the fact that I am just like, you know, a number on their chart and not an actual individual, even though they asked me to join their group and actually become affiliated with them, it kind of makes me feel some type of way, you know? I just I kind of don't want to get money from them if they can't even remember my name. So long story short, I will not be using that affiliate code or pushing it. Not that I push any of my affiliate codes, any of my 2 affiliate codes. But I don't feel comfortable. I just don't feel comfortable. That's kind of the whole gist of it. I don't feel comfortable using that affiliate code for a brand that does not know me. And I think from now on, oh, I meant to use this. Hot scratch it. And I think from now on, I am going to, I'm going to focus on, not that I've been looking for affiliate codes, they kind of just find me, but I'm going to focus on just going with the brands that I love and I have been using for about a year plus now. And if those brands don't offer me codes, then fine. I've never been one to not be willing to purchase something. My friends will attest to that. But next topic I want to talk about is, what do I want to go with next? I think I want to talk about Kat Von D and the whole anti-vaxxing situation. Now, like I said at the beginning, I am one of those people, I like to get all the facts before I really jump to a conclusion. And me and one of my close friends, we talk back and forth on Instagram, text messaging, all that jazz about beauty news. And I've already talked to her about this. And this was, I think, honestly, the same day that the whole incident happened. And basically, what I told her is that I think I'm just going to step away from the brand, kind of like I did with Tarte, yeah. With Tarte, I didn't necessarily, I'm not like writing the brand off. Not that I had that much from them or ever purchased that much from them, but I did step away and I decided I was not going to purchase anything from them for about a year. I could not tell you when that whole situation went down, so when that year stops, I guess when I feel like stopping the year, you know what I mean? But I just, going back to Kat Von D, that was kind of sharp. Going back to Kat Von D, I feel like a lot of people just jumped, you know, and they did not listen. So if you don't know, and I don't know honestly how you don't know, Kat Von D made a post on her Instagram talking about her pregnancy after she had gotten married to Prayers, and how, you know, they're gonna be raising the child vegan and all this, and she was saying how she was getting unsolicited advice from people. Oh, and that she also wanted to do at-home birth. And I'm thinking, okay, at-home birth, vegan, I mean, we're just gonna leave that there. I have friends that were raised vegan and that didn't end too well for them and their families, but you know, if that's what you want to do, boo, do you. And then at the very end of that post, she talked about how she was not going to be vaccinating her child. And people went bananas. People were all on those comments like, who are you to jeopardize all of the community and public safety and this and that and da 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 da. Now, I understand completely the public safety angle. I really do. I understand that not everybody can get vaccinated because of personal conditions and all that jazz, and that those who can't get vaccinated do depend on everybody else to be vaccinated to ensure that they don't get sick on something, you know, like low-key stupid, like in this time and age. And I really do understand all that. But, and I will link this car chat down below. The Fancy Face just did a car chat, and her car chats are basically kind of like what this is. And she was talking about, she made up a very valid point that kind of made me understand why I was not bugging out, because I couldn't figure out why I wasn't bugging out and why I wasn't like, darn it, Kat Von D, why? But like she said, if the child is going to go to any form of schooling, whether it is elementary school, middle school, college, any of that, the child has to be vaccinated. Public school, and I'm pretty sure all the private schools that I went to, it was even harder to not get through vaccinations that way. So that's one. Two, she never said she was a part of the anti-vaxxing movement. And if you read her second message, she stated that she was just not willing to just automatically put these random chemicals that she does not know about in her child. Now, granted, not everybody trusts doctors. I mean, I'm not even a huge fan of doctors. You have to drag me into my doctor's office, to be quite honest. I can't be bothered. So, to tell her, in my opinion, that like she is jeopardizing public safety and that she doesn't know what she's talking about, she never said that she knew everything. She never said that, like, you know what I mean? Like, she just said that she was not vaccinating her child right now, and she said she was getting more information about it in the second post. So I just feel like people jumped on her a little bit too fast. Just a little bit too fast, you know? And I think that people should have really listened to her and, you know, saw what she was saying. But in doing my slow research on this topic, I came to realize that that is not the only questionable thing that Kat Von D has done. So, and this is the first time I had heard about it. I can't remember. Oh, I can see her face right now. Crud. I can't remember who it is. I can't remember her channel name. So I will put it on the screen. But I followed her a little while ago. I think she did a collab with Spooky Lips and Fat Hips, and that's how I found her channel. And basically in her video she talked about how Kat Von D already has an assorted past, and I'm sitting here like, what assorted past? I had never heard of anything. So this is when I began to do my own research. I started with the article that she presented, which I was, you know, okay, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start with what you give me, but I don't want to only take those facts. Like, I kind of want to see what I can find too. So like I said, I started with that article, and I will hopefully find that article that she had linked below, and I will link it down in my description. And that was telling me a few troubling things, such as that she has been in the company with the known Nazi. I think she was dating him, I believe, if I remember the article correctly. And I'm just like, side-eye? Why did I never hear about this? Like I said, I've been in this makeup community now for about 2 years now, and the fact that I did not hear that Kat Von D has been dating a known Nazi, which equally becomes a known racist, you know, it's questionable. You know, she's already been questioned about the fact that her social media is not representative of everybody. She does a lot of people, you know, that are white. Let's just be quite frank. But you know, all the Latinas, the blacks, anybody with any sort of melanin in their skin, nada. And you know, I chalked it up to, you know, a lot of brands unfortunately are like that, and I still support them. And that is something that I am grappling with and I am coming to, and don't you worry, I will be doing some soul searching of my own when it comes to stuff like that. But it just baffled me, to be quite honest, that the Nazi situation never came to light, especially when, like, she was so quick to point her finger at Jeffree Star. Now that was that was warranted. That was warranted because that one is a prickly feather that I don't even want to deal with at all. But I just find it very interesting how she can talk about him in a bad light, and then she can't even look herself in the mirror. Like, sis, what were you doing with a known Nazi who, like I said, is racist? Like, if you're a Nazi, you're racist. It's that simple to me. So I think what I'm gonna do for her is I'm going to take that year off. The biggest thing for me is going to be her holiday release. I have genuinely been loving all of her palettes that I have purchased since being in this industry, and that will be the biggest thing that I miss about her. I was going to get her brow products because I heard so much about it, and I'm not saying that, you know, I honestly, I don't know, it's very interesting that I had never heard about all of this stuff for the length of time that I had been in the YouTube industry. And I'm one of those people, I like to be informed. So I would have thought that by now I would have heard about her assorted past from somebody. I mean, it doesn't have to be from like a Jackie Aina. It could be from a smaller YouTuber, but the fact that I did not hear about it at all, I'm concerned. I don't know, maybe people don't know about it, and if that's true, that's sad that she has gotten through so many like choice things without any sort of repercussions. But you know, there are some people that can do that. But you know what? What goes around comes around, and maybe this is her time to bleed. But yeah, I wanted to put my 2 cents on that because a lot of people, especially if you follow me on my Twitter, you know that Kat Von D is one of my favorite brands. And unfortunately, you can't separate the brand, at least I cannot separate the brand from the owner, seeing as the name of the brand is Kat Von D. Like, she didn't even want to separate her name from her brand. You see what I'm saying? So it's just very interesting. Very interesting learning all of these things throughout this controversy that people have had about her choice to not vaccinate her child. Now, the last topic that I want to talk about, I think, is the whole Jackie Aina and, oh Lord, what's her name? Petty Page debate. Not even debate, controversy. Now, as y'all know, I do follow Jackie Aina. I do support her in every collab that she does because she's my girl. You know, she as somebody pointed out, she is the most influential woman of color. She is. And because of that, I have learned so much, whether it's how to apply a certain makeup or just whatever, you know. I've learned so much from her. It's honestly insane how much I've learned from her, and I appreciate her for that. But sometimes you can love a person and disagree with something that they do. Now, like I said, I do follow her, and that video did show up in my feed. And I saw the title and I was like, I didn't want the negativity that day. I couldn't handle it. It just feels like there's so much negativity in the makeup community. The deeper and deeper and deeper I get, it's in like, I don't understand how a community can be that way. You know what I mean? So I just I could not be bothered to watch that video. And then all the drama and then all the drama channels came in and started to say their two pieces about the situation. And generally, if I watch a YouTuber and I see a drama channel talking about them, I like to first watch whatever or look at whatever it is that the drama channel is referring to, and then I go back and watch the video. Now, I do not follow very many drama channels. I only follow one, actually, and it's Beauty Sleuth Official. I really like her. She takes her time on her videos. She doesn't rush on her videos, and she doesn't tell you how she feels. All she does is say, you know, these are the facts. And I really like that, because I'm very much a person, show me the facts, let me decide. And so, yeah. So after seeing that, I immediately rushed over to Jackie's channel to attempt to watch her video, but by the time I had went over there, she had already taken it down. Now, from what I have heard, because like I said, I talked to one of my friends about beauty news a lot. So in talking to her, it was something that she felt like, you know, should not have been posted, and Jackie knew better. Like I said, I did not watch the video, so I cannot say what occurred, but watching all of these, I still have yet to watch a drama channel's take on the situation, but watching all of like the normal channels and their reaction, I can see that she was right in the sense that Jackie should not have posted that. Now, from what I can tell, she was referring to a video that occurred a year ago. Sis, it occurred a year ago. Why are you in your feelings about that? You know what I mean? Like, I personally don't understand that. And then on top of that, you're gonna go about accusing this girl you're gonna accuse her for theft and sneaking into an account and stuff. Those are not small accusations. You know what I mean? Like, those are things you better have some receipts for, sis. And I love Jackie. I love her. I have both of her artist couture collabs, even though La Peach does not work on my skin. I still have not gotten rid of it. To be quite honest, I haven't used them because they're more collector for me. They're more valuable because of how I support Jackie. But that, sis, that's a little, that's not even little, that is side-eye worthy. Like, you are how big of a YouTuber, and you're concerned about something. I don't even know how big Paige is, but you're concerned about something, some little girl, not little girl, but like, you're concerned with something a girl who is probably doesn't have half the followers you do says about you a year ago. Like, give up the ghost, my love. You have 2.4 million followers. 2.4, which means now that beauty, now that beauty, or now that now that drama channels are a thing, you are going to be attacked, my love. It's just, it's one of those things, babe. You're going to be attacked. And if you can't take that attack and just go with the punches, I mean, you can't be big in any industry, and that's regardless of what industry you're in. All industries are cutthroat. To get to the top, it's cutthroat. And if you can't take the critique of others and go with it, like, I don't understand what you're doing in the industry. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I have always been one to take, what the devil? I've always been one to take criticism very well, regardless of if it's, I mean, criticism is never really good, but regardless of what it is, I've always been able to take it well, in my opinion. You know, somebody tells me you look fat, okay. What's new? So to me, it's kind of like you did not take the criticism very well. You you pounced on that poor girl. You pounced on her, and and the fans that are blindly loyal to you pounced on her, because that's how fans are when it comes to stuff like that. They are they they are without a doubt just, they'll just go for you. And I'm not that person. I can love a person and not be okay with all of their choices. And I will not stop watching Jackie because she is still a really big influencer. I still do trust her opinion on things. And I think she, you know, she gets a lot of products for free, so she can tell you the tea about those products before. And I really do appreciate it. But, you know, she got to get that act together. I can't. I really can't. Yeah, I can't. So I have been talking for 42 minutes. Oh my lord. I am going to finish up my liner, finish up my face, and I will, yeah, I just, let me just say this really quickly, and I can do my other line while I'm doing this. I am one of those girls. I cannot deal with too much drama and just too much hate. Especially in a community that I joined to feel better about myself in a time that I was extremely low. I was extremely low. And I just, hot scratch it, these wings are not the same. And I I can't deal with the constant controversy, constant drama that it seems this industry doles out. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, this is supposed to be an industry that celebrates diversity, celebrates beauty, all of that. And y'all can't like get y'all act together. You know what I mean? It's just boggles me. I don't understand. And one last thing. Oh, what happened? It started over. Whatever. One last thing that I want to talk about, because I just thought about it. Jaclyn Hill and this Morphe palette ×3. So she did Jaclyn Hill favorites, where she took her favorite shadows from existing Morphe palettes and created a palette similar, I believe, to the Kathleen Lights palette, but don't quote me on that. The Kathleen Lights palette, I really don't know if it's a favorites or if it's a real palette. Then last year, she did a palette with Morphe. Oh, crud mud. She did a palette with Morphe, and that became a lot of people's holy grail. It was received so well that it's now a permanent item in Morphe's collection, which I kind of side-eye. I think that's side-eye worthy in a sense. One, because of how that palette went, because they acted like people wouldn't want a better packaging. One. Two, how much money is Jaclyn making? Like, I mean, not that I'm jealous, like, sis, make your money, but sometimes y'all can't just keep a palette. Y'all can't just move a palette to, you know, regular, not limited edition, because y'all want to keep making money off of it. Like, things are limited edition that are collapsed for a reason. Like, I don't know. That just doesn't make any sense to me, business wise, or just like ethics wise. But now with this last palette, Morphe and Jaclyn, long story short, released this stupid like statement, basically saying that based on the reviews that they have gotten, they're going to delay the launch of the palettes. What? So y'all are mad that people don't like this one as much as y'all thought. And what are y'all gonna do? Because it takes months, if not almost a year, to remanufacture palettes. And and I know y'all aren't gonna do that, because that's money down the tube. So what are y'all gonna do? Just pretend to reformulate and then come back like, hey, these palettes are better? Like, in actual, what are y'all going to do? Because a lot of those palettes, the color arrangement looked beautiful, but the actual pigmentation and the formulation looked like some hot doo-doo. It looked terrible. So what are y'all gonna do? What are y'all gonna do? Are y'all actually gonna reformulate? Because I completely doubt it. I really do. And you know, if they reformulate, then I'll eat my words. I really will, happily. But Morphe, this is the reason why I don't really support them, because they do stuff like this and they get away with it. Like, I bet you people are still gonna purchase these palettes, still not gonna give a care in the world about what they do, and I just don't understand that. I really don't. I don't understand how I don't understand how these brands, these influence, all these people get how they get over from all the stuff that they've done. Like, I feel like everybody should deal with the consequences of what you have done. And Morphe and their affiliate code pushing, they haven't dealt with any consequences. People still love them because they're cheap. Jaclyn Hill and her shady business with almost all of her collabs, mind you. She hasn't dealt with anything because she's still popular. Kat Von D is now reaping her consequences because so many people no longer wish to support her brand. It's really interesting who gets punished and who doesn't for what they've done. But you know what? It'll come back tenfold, don't you worry. So, yeah, I think I'm going to end this Fakakta chit chat, get ready with me now. Actually, since this is a chit chat, get ready with me, I'm not gonna put anything on the screen. I'm just gonna link everything that I have on my face down below. But y'all, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to me. I really do appreciate it. You're allowing me to get my opinions out there, and you're interested in me, and it's really fun. And then I'm also able to talk to more people about makeup because I'm really enjoying makeup right now. But all of this scandal and all that, I'm just honestly not about. I hate drama. I really do. The only thing that I like to do is get to know the information so I can make a decision. And I didn't even touch on Lyme crime, which I do want to talk about them because, yeah, I want to talk about them, but I won't get into that because this video has been god awful long. Like it if you are into videos like this. Definitely comment down below your opinions about everything that I've said. I really do like to hear people's opinions and get even more informed. So yeah, definitely comment down below if you have some opinions. And yeah, it's been real, y'all. Peace.